Hey, what's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC. Today we're checking out the Log+Jotter for April of 2024. It's a monthly subscription that sends you a 3.5-inch by 5.5-inch pocket notebook with the page style of your choosing and a unique cover design each month for only $5 a month. So without further ado, let's see what they sent over for April of 2024. And as you can see, the cover this month is based off of an eclipse theme. Really great imagery on here, super striking with just the black and the white. I think it looks great. We've seen this style of artwork from Log+Jotter on some past covers, and I think it works really well for this particular image. One thing with this style that we often see is that secondary cover, almost like a paintbrush flick or fleck onto the cover, and so that gives this kind of illusion of the night sky, which I think is pretty cool with this image, and that's a little bit more prominent on the back side. If we flip that around, you can see what I'm talking about. It kind of looks like a night sky, which I think is pretty cool. Obviously the art does not continue onto the back cover in this case, but we do get that Log+Jotter logo, the Made in America, as well as these icons that I think are symbolizing obviously an eclipse, so that's kind of a nice touch as well. And I think this is a really solid cover this month. I enjoyed the imagery quite a bit. Now, I'm in a Log+Jotter fan group over on Facebook. It's not the most busy, it only gets a couple posts a month, but before this one came in, there were 3 posts already mentioning how strong the cover this month was. People in the comments were throwing around words like best ever and favorite Log+Jotter to date, and so for me, it's not quite on that level. I guess it didn't resonate with me that much, but I do think it's a very strong cover, and I enjoy it quite a bit. Let me know if I'm off base though. Is it at that same level as like a top 5 Log+Jotter of all time? For me, I don't think it would crack my top 10 or 15 or so, but it's up there. It's just not quite that high up there for me. So let's jump into that interior. So I do get the dot pages also available in grid or blank pages. You can see these are numbered. There are 40 pages in total, and our interior cover has some spots for our name and dates, a log summary, a travel log, an inch ruler, and of course the page prompts, which I always enjoy taking a look at. So the prompts for this month are a turnaround, the sound of my tears, the best years, a wild dream, a time I got angry, when I was restless, a time I made things right, and to sketch a total eclipse. So some solid prompts there. Moving on to our back cover, we get our centimeter ruler, our issue design, which is of course solar. I think I've been saying eclipse, but you get the point. Issue date of April 2024, a long area for lists and important dates. Now, noticeably missing is the issue inspiration, and this is the second month in a row, so it is starting to seem like maybe that's a permanent change, which I'm a little bit bummed about, to be honest. I really enjoy the inspiration. It helps me connect with the cover. It kind of differentiates it from other 3.5 by 5.5-inch pocket notebooks. Now, with something like this, or even last month, it's pretty clear what the inspiration was. There was a eclipse just over a week ago by the time this video airs, and so we know exactly why they chose this cover for this month, but at the same time, I would have enjoyed seeing that there. And another thing that's a little bit less notably missing, if you're not familiar with Log+Jotter, maybe you came here through the algorithm, not because you're a subscriber to Log+Jotter, is that typically in April we get a sticker, and clearly there was no sticker in this month's envelope, and so that was also a little bit of a bummer. Not the end of the world. I subscribed for the covers, and so obviously that's what's important, and it's a great cover. Now, combining that with some other factors though, like the fact that they went from the 2 notebook to the 1 notebook subscription last year. In the letter where they announced that, they mentioned an upcoming merch shop that never came to fruition. They went on this road trip around the US and they were posting quite a bit about it. It seemed like they were going to ramp up after, but then they haven't posted anything at all on their socials since. I think it's been a good 7 or 8 months since they posted on social. In January, typically you'll get a insert so that you can use it to write so the pages don't bleed, and also with a calendar for the year, and that didn't come in January, combined with the no sticker in April. It almost seems like maybe they're taking their foot off the gas a little bit, and to be fair, the covers in 2024 have been really solid. I think all 4 of them have been excellent, and one of them is even probably in my top 5 of all time, and so they haven't taken their foot off the gas in that regard, but everything else, it just seems like maybe kind of going through the motions, and I hope that's not a sign of things to come, because I really love the Log+Jotter brand, and I hope that they continue to be in business and offering this subscription for many years to come. And so just kind of a random rant there, but I do hope they're able to find their footing again and get back to where they were in the past. But either way, I'm glad at least they are still churning out some excellent covers. Would love to hear your thoughts on this one down in the comments below though. And as usual, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, or joining the channel as a member. All help the channel out a ton, and I hope you have a great one. Take care.